are so excited to have you here. This is a perfect way to spend your Saturday, in my opinion, next to 5 members of our killer whale family. Now, this would be a great time to tell you that we are not going to try to get you wet over the course of this interaction, but I can't promise that you guys are going to stay dry. In this pool, we have over 1 million gallons of water and many thousands of pounds of killer whales. So, while you are eating, just be warned, you guys are more than welcome to take any of those photos, and I'll try and point out as many of those photo ops as possible. Once again, my name is Mimi. I'm joined by many members of our animal training staff here today, and we're so excited to introduce you to all 5 members of our killer whale family. Alright, so here at SeaWorld Orlando we have 5 killer whales. We have 2 males and 3 females. Our oldest killer whale is Katina. She's our matriarch and leader at 44 years old. Now she's pretty easy to tell apart from the other animals. She actually has a white spot on the front of her face, so look out for that over the course of our interaction today. Okay, so you guys are going to want to get your cameras ready. Our 3 females, Katina, Nalani, and Malia, are going to be doing a big belly flop in the center of the pool. Now, what's really awesome is Katina, our matriarch, at 44 years old, she's still our most athletic animal here at SeaWorld. So that's pretty incredible to see. Even though she's much older than all of the other whales, she's still the highest flyer, which is pretty cool. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. And you heard Joe blow his whistle, which actually means good boy or good girl, because the killer whales hear a little bit differently than we do. So, not only do we have to use our hand signals and whistles to be able to communicate with them, we can also use our body language as well. Now, they can hear our voices, but it kind of sounds like that Charlie Brown, wah, wah, wah. Yeah. So they can't really hear different syllables. So it's much easier for us to use our hand signals and whistles to communicate with them. Now Malia is going to be doing a jump over in our slide out area. Maybe. Alright, she just took the long way. So you're going to go ahead and get your cameras ready over the right hand side. What Morgan is looking for is Malia to come up and tuck her tail. Beautiful. Joe, what's Katina on? Alright, she's going to be doing an alien in the center of the pool. Here comes Katina. Well, excellent. And you heard Joe's whistle, which is exactly what he was looking for. Alright, so Nalani, she's going to be doing some bows. And what Nick's looking for from Nalani is for her to get her entire body up and out of the water and go back in head first. So that first jump is going to be coming up over on the left-hand side of the pool. And here she comes. Very nice. She's going to be doing another jump over on the right-hand side as well. Let's listen for Nick's whistle. Beautiful. All right, so this behavior is going to be a 2-parter with Malia. Malia is very good at what we call modifiers or animal training sentences. So she's going to be doing a pose, and she should be vocalizing at the same time. Now we'll do some more of those vocals in just a moment. Yes, Morgan, we will. Thank you. So the killer whales make all of those different vocalizations from the blowhole that's at the top of their head, and they manipulate it kind of like you would take a balloon and make that squeaking and squealing sound. Very nice alien from Nalani. Alright, so like I said, whoever this whale is, Malia, is very good at what we call modifiers. So, what Morgan asked her to do, hey, I want you to go ahead and slide up in that slide out area, and I want you to shake your head back and forth. So let's see what Malia does. Oh my gosh, she really wanted to make all those sounds for you because I told you that we would be hearing more vocalizations. That's fine too. Okay. Very nice. There's Katina doing a ventral salute bow. All right, Morgan, what are you going to try with Malia? Because she didn't do exactly as you asked. Are you going to move on to something else, or are you going to do the same thing? All right, so Morgan has decided, you know what, I'm going to try it again because that one was a little bit tougher. So we're going to ask her that same thing again. If Malia does, if Malia shakes her head back and forth and slides out in the slide out, we're going to give her a nice big round of applause because she can hear our cheers for sure. There we go, she got it. There we go, perfect. So Morgan just blew her whistle again, which lets her know, hey, that's exactly what I was looking for. All right, Katina's going to be coming up on the left-hand side of the pool, folks. Oh, she said, you know what, I'm going in the center. Thanks, guys. So go ahead and take a look at the front of her face. Like I said, she has that white spot on the front. All right, so Katina decided to come up in the center instead of the left-hand side. So let's see what Joe does when Katina decides to come on back. And that's okay because we never really know what we're going to get with the killer whales. We can only ask them to do different behaviors. Sometimes they get it right and sometimes they don't. All right, you're going to want to get your cameras ready. Here comes Malia doing a spin bow. In 3, 2, and 1. Oops, sorry, Joe. All right. So Joe decided, you know what, I'm going to repeat that behavior. So what he's looking for is Katina to come all the way up on the left-hand side of the pool. And here she comes. Look out for that white spot on the front of her face. Yeah! Wonderful. All right, so the killer whales don't do exactly as we've asked. Just like Joe asked Katina to go to the left-hand side, but she actually went to the center instead. When Katina came back to Joe, he said, you know what, I'm going to give you 3 seconds. I'm just going to be boring for a couple seconds. And then he decided to ask her that behavior again. She did it correctly all the way over on the left-hand side of the pool, and he gave her a nice big handful of fish. Now Katina, she's pretty easy to please. There are 2 things that she really likes. She likes nice big back rubs and big handfuls of fish. Some of our other killer whales like Nalani, Malia, Trua and Makaio, they like ice, they like jello. Katina is... Sorry. I'm glad you guys are having so much fun. If you were to give Katina a big handful of ice, she would spit it all out and swim away from you. She's not interested in that. But Katina, Nalani, Malia, Makaio, and Trua, they like all of those different textures. So that's pretty cool to see and getting to know all of their different personalities. Oh, that's one of my favorite vocalizations from Nalani. It's called The Predator. Now what you guys are seeing from our 2 male killer whales over here, with Amy and whoever that is, Leah. What they're doing right now are some mimic behavior. So you saw Amy stomping her feet and Trua was stomping his feet. Like I mentioned earlier, we have to be able to communicate with our killer whales in many different ways. Not only can we use our hand signals and whistles, but we can also use our body language. They know to mimic different parts of our bodies. So if we wave 2 hands in front of our bodies, they're going to wave both of their pectoral flippers as well. Now on the inside of each of their pectoral flippers, we just saw Makaio's, there are 5 bony digits, just like humans have 5 fingers. But in their dorsal fin and their tail flukes in the backs of their bodies, they don't have any bones on the inside of them. Ooh, this is going to be a really cool behavior, everyone. So, we're going to ask all 5 whales to do a pretty neat behavior called a backdive. So not only do we want our whales to be able to interact independently with our trainers, we want them to be able to work together as a team, as a whole pod of whales. And that's what we're going to have them do to kind of finish off our dine interaction right now. So, our trainers are going to make a nice big clap over the left-hand side of their bodies. And so, Stacy has that target pole all the way over on the left-hand side of the pool. When she taps that target pole, very nice. When she taps that target pole, that lets the killer whales know, wow. That lets the killer whales know, hey, I'd like you to do that nice big jump over on the left-hand side of the pool. And here they come in 3, 2, and 1. And now they're going to come up in the middle doing a beautiful back dive behavior. Get those cameras ready. All 5 members of our killer whale family in 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Well, folks, thank you so much for joining us at Up Close Dining. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your day right here at SeaWorld. Bye-bye, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we hope you enjoyed Dine With Orcas.